And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're talking about MonsDRAWsity, which is a monstrosity of a name. This is a party game in which you're drawing monsters, and you're doing so only by description. I've always been very impressed with the people who listen to what the witness says about the person they saw and draws that, and you're like, that's who the person is. I don't think I would be a very good witness. In fact, I once was a witness in a trial, and I couldn't remember anything about the person who had done stuff to me. And I'm so glad that good witnesses exist, and you can tell already, probably not good in this game, where you are a witness and tell other people how to draw. Here's how. In this game, each player is going to get their own board along with a marker where they'll be drawing on it. You're going to use a deck of cards, and you'll notice this card has the stop card here because it says don't look at the deck until you've started. Now, I'm going to show you a few of the cards, but it would make the game more fun the less you know. But these cards are going to show various monsters, sometimes in a landscape, sometimes portrait style, and you can see they're just weird looking monsters. So one person's going to be the witness. That person's going to draw a monster, and they'll start a 20-second timer, and they're just looking at it, memorizing everything on it. When that 20-second timer is up, they're going to flip the card face down, and then there's a 2-minute timer where they will describe to the other players what they've seen on the card. And they can go in as much detail as they want. Everyone else will draw at it. The person describing may not look at people's drawings, but people can ask questions. I might say, how many teeth did it have? And I would say, I don't remember. Like, how many eyes? I'm like, well, there was just one visible eye, but it was on one of its two heads. So I'll give out all this information, as much information as I can, and everyone's going to draw it. Color doesn't matter because we're using just these black pens anyway. When it's done, when the 2-minute timer is up, everyone will reveal their pictures, which I will not curse you with seeing mine at this point in time. And then I, as the witness, I'll pick the one secretly, like I think 07, definitely is the closest to the thing. Then we reveal it. And everyone looks at the picture and compares it to each one. And then everyone votes. They're going to just basically write down a number of which one of these they thought looks most like it. You can't vote for your own. And then you'll get points if you have the most people voting for yours. And you'll get an extra point if it's the one that the witness chose. And that's basically it. You'll go to the next round, and once everyone's been the witness twice, the game will end, and whoever has the most points is the winner. That's it. As a side note, there's a little cute creatures pack that comes with a 9th board and another whole deck of cards. Now you'll notice that the artist here at the bottom, what's interesting about these pictures, as I look at the different pictures here, and again, I don't want to show you too many, I don't know that this is great art, but you know what? In this particular game, that's what matters. Because you're just drawing it. You're just a witness explaining what you've seen. I think this one, for example, is much harder to explain than this one here. For this one, I would just say Commander Keen. Maybe you've seen it. This one's done by the Miko. But there's different ones. And it looks like it's intentionally. They're all weird and different and unusual. And the rule book even tells you things you should keep an eye on. Like how many legs it have. What part of the body is most distinct. And so that sort of thing helps a lot. You can see here, and the pictures, people, for the most part, are generally not good artists, and you'll still do okay in this game because the art that you're copying isn't that fantastic to begin with. Again, I don't mean as an insult to the artist. I think it was deliberately done that way. There's definitely a lot of cards in the game, and even if you've seen one of these, I really think you could play it again because you would not remember which one you're drawing. So yeah, good components. So that's MonsDRAWsity. This is a party game that goes up to 8 players, or if you buy that little expansion, to 9, which is quite a few. Now, drawing games, there's a lot of them out there, right? A ton of different drawing games. But this one works well because you don't need to draw well. That's almost always one of my criteria. You need to not be able to be a great drawer. That's the case here. you get to draw silly things. That's the case here. These monsters aren't going to scare anybody. They're silly monsters. Does it work well with the whole family? Yes. Is there something unique? Yes. Here you're describing it, but without looking at it yourself. And you think 20 seconds is long to look at a picture? It's not. I'll sit there and go, okay, 2 eyes, 6 teeth, has 3 arms. And you sit there, okay, now I'm going to explain it. And someone will be like, how long is its tail? And I'm thinking, did it even have a tail? I think it did. And so there's a bit of that. And when it's done, every game of this I played, there is yelling about the bad clue giver and the bad listener. And yet, you will be surprised every time there's drawings that look straight up very similar to what the monster did. It's very impressive. And there's a lesson in here somewhere, but I'm not sure what it is. Either way, it makes for an entertaining party game that works well. And I'm recording this review in January 2021, where many people are stuck inside, and people are looking for games that they can play over Zoom and virtually. And this is 100% one you can do that with. It's a very simple way to do that because you're describing it to other people and drawing, and I can hold them up to the camera. So normally I don't have that kind of criteria on a game, but in this case, this one works. So it's a good product for its time. So that's MonsDRAWsity, fun for the whole family. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Dice Tower Judgment approved.